So today we're diving into a topic that's close to home for me. The cost of living in Cathedral City. Is it affordable? Has it changed recently? Stick around. We'll find out together. Hey there, it's me, Stefan Burchard, the Desert Bowtie agent here in the Palm Springs region. I record and post content here about the greater Palm Springs region real estate market and the desert lifestyle because I love what I do. But more importantly, I believe real estate should be fun and easy. Check back because I upload new content every other week. So, how much does it cost to live in Cathedral City? Well, the good news is the cost of living in Cathedral City is 34% lower than the California average. The bad news is the cost of living in Cathedral City is 74% higher than the national average. So, let's take a look at some of the costs, starting with housing. Prices for homes increased a bit this past year. The current median home price in Cathedral City is $547,000. Now, Cathedral City is less than the California median price of $900,000, which is, as I said, 74% higher than the national average of $412,000. Wow! But it is California after all. If you want to buy a home in the beautiful state of California, you will find that it is one of the highest residential markets in the country. There's no sugarcoating it. Utilities in Cathedral City aren't ridiculous, but they aren't cheap either. The utility price in Cathedral City is just 7% higher than the national average, but 12% lower than the state average. The good news is that the weather here, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous most of the year. You rarely need to turn on your heat in the winter, for real. And yes, the dry desert heat does make a big difference here in the summer. So you do need air conditioning, of course, in the summer. That means higher electricity costs a good portion of the year. However, with rooftop solar and energy efficiency systems, those costs are manageable and they're coming down significantly in some instances. Compared to some of the other costs on this analysis of living in Cathedral City, utility costs are pretty palatable. Transportation costs, well, while we do have public transportation and it's widely available here, in Cathedral City and the desert, most people have a car as their primary transportation mode. Keeping with this trend, the cost of transportation in Cathedral City is about 12% higher than the US average, but 13% less than the California average. Gas, tolls, auto taxes, and vehicle repairs are higher here than the average. It's not as high as some other California cities, but higher than the national average. And don't forget, the cost of materials and labor has exploded since COVID. Can you believe that the average one-way commute in Cathedral City area takes 33 minutes, which is longer than the US average of 26 minutes? If you're staying in Cathedral City proper, actually, it takes about 10 to 15 minutes commute, depending on where you're going. No matter where you live, you gotta eat, right? The good news is groceries aren't ridiculously expensive. They aren't super cheap, but they are 17% higher than the US average, and interestingly, 2% higher than the California average. Who knew? Groceries being the most significant expense for most families, not paying crazy prices for them is really appreciated. Now, one surprise about Cathedral City area is that the healthcare costs are very affordable. That's good news for many folks who move here, especially senior citizens and families. This is a huge retirement area and excellent healthcare choices are vital. It's also good news for young families who tend to visit the doctor and the emergency room a little bit more often. Cathedral City is fortunate to have a number of good healthcare providers and healthcare systems. The area is also very health conscious, with access to lots of outdoor recreational and exercise opportunities, including hiking trails, biking, swimming, tennis, and golf, just to name a few. There's no denying that Cathedral City is one of America's more expensive places to live. The main reason for this is the cost of housing. While being more overall than the national average, it is less than the state average. Yay! Cathedral City is ridiculously beautiful. We have fantastic scenery, excellent weather, and a wide variety of amenities. In short, if you can swing it, Cathedral City is an amazing place to live, work, and raise a family. Hey, DM me with any questions, and please pass this on to a friend or family member who may be looking to buy or sell here. Now, watch this next video about dining in Cathedral City. Bye! Cost of living in Cat City is 34% lower than... Benito! No! Stop! Exceeds the California median price of... We have fantastic scenery.